Hi, good day everyone. So today we're gonna do CSEC Maths Paper 1, Section 9, which is your vectors and matrices, and this was newly introduced in May as multiple choice in May-June 2018. Right, so you'll only have what we're doing here is only from May-June 2024, sorry, Jan 2024 to May-June 2018. Right, so let's look at the first question here. Item 23 refers to the following. They said that P is 3, 7 and Q is minus 2, 5. Find out what is P minus 2Q. So it is 3, 7 minus, let's put this like this, 2 by minus 2, 5. We always just multiply first, right? That's 2, so that would be 3, 7, right? 2, so minus 2 by 2 is 4, 2 by 5 is 10, so it'll be minus 4, 10, right? And then you'll say 3 minus minus 4, 7 minus 10, so this is 3 plus 4 is equals to 3 plus 4 is equals to 7, right? 7, and 7 minus 10 is minus 3, so the answer here is C. Answer for 28, number 28, item 28 refers to the following diagram of a parallelogram, meaning opposite sides are parallel, right? Also the vectors are equal or oppositely parallel, depends on what direction it's going, right? They said in which EF is parallel to FG, so this is parallel to this, right? And EH is parallel to FG, so this is parallel, right? So they told you that EF is K and EH is M. What is EG? Now our starting point is E and ending point is G, so we're going from E to H and then F to G, so EH, right, plus HG. Right, so if we know if it is H to G, this would also be K because the opposite side is also K, right? And EH, this would be M. Right, so EG would be, we're going from E to H and H to G. EH is M plus K, right? Or K plus M. So the answer is A for this question. Right, now let's do this one. 5 by xy is equals to 5x and 5y is equals to 4 by 10 over 20. 4 by 10 is 40 and 4 by 20 is 4 to the 8, that's 80. So we can say that 5x is equals to 40 and 5y is equals to 80. So x will be 40 divided by 5, so x is equals to 8. Alright, there's only one option, which is B, but we can check it out. Y is equals to 80 divided by 5, which is also equals to 16. So we know that x is equals to 8 and y is equals to 16, and that's how we would do this question. Alright, let's look at this. This said item 30 refers to the following matrix A. Find the inverse. Now we have a formula for inverse, right? We know that A is equal to 1 over AD minus BC by this is D, this is A, this is minus B minus C. That's the formula, right? So A inverse, and this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. So this is 1 over AD, that's 2 by 4 is 8, minus B by C, 1 by 7 is 7. Right, that's 1 over 1. So it is not A and it is not B because it's 1, right? So the major thing would be this here. We interchange in A and D, so this is 4, this is 2, and this would be negative 1, and this would be negative 7. so it would be D. So once you remember this formula, you should be good, right? And that would be for January. Let's look at this. If A is this, then the order is, no, order, please remember your order is, hold on, before I start, we're going to be doing May, June 2023, number 27 to 30. Your order is always row, number of rows by a number of columns. So your rows would be 1, 2, 3. There are 3 rows, and how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 3 by 4. So it would be C. Right? Determinant, there's a formula for determinant. Right? Your determinant of P is equals to AD minus BC. Right? This is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. So your determinant of P is equals to 8 multiplied by 5 minus 6 multiplied by 7. 8 fives are 40, 6 sevens are 42. Right? So that's minus 2. So your answer would be B. Alright, this question here, they want to know what is P minus Q. So that is 3, 7 minus 2, 5. Alright, so this would be 3 minus 2 and 7 minus 5. That is 5, 3 plus 5 and 7 minus 5 is 2. So the answer is 5, 2, which is C. Let's look at item 30. Refers to the following. Find a diagram of a triangle OLM in which R is a midpoint of OM. R is a midpoint. Right, so this is OL. Vectors OR is A, and OT is B. They want to know what is RM. And R is the midpoint of OL, and T is your midpoint of OM. Okay, so when they say midpoint, that means that it is in the middle. So from here to here is B, then from here to here will also be B because it's half, right? If from here to here is A, then from here to here is also A. So if I want from, they told me OR and OT is B, RM, so when they want from R, so they're going from here to here and then here to here. So we know RM is going to be RO plus OT, or I could say OM. Alright, now there's a few things that we need to figure out. What is OM would be OT plus TM, which is B plus B, which is equals to 2B. Right, and RO, so OR, they told you OR is equals to A, right? But we're going in the opposite direction, RO, so that would be negative A. Right, so RM would be equal to negative A plus 2B. Right, which is B is your answer for this question. Right, January 2023, paper 1, section 9, number 27 to 30. Let's look at this. They want, okay, so this is a note. If your determinant is equal to 0, remember, this A means your determinant of matrix A. Right, and so this here, if your determinant of A is equals to 0, therefore it is a singular matrix B. Okay, we already did this. What is the order of A? It is always row by column. The number of rows is 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 rows by 4 columns. So it will be C. Here they said P is equals to 3, 2. And Q is equals to minus 1, 4. Then minus P minus Q is equal to what? What is minus P? that would be minus by 3, 2, minus 2 by minus 1, 4. This is minus 3 minus 2, right? Minus 2 by minus 1 is positive 2, minus 2 by 4 is minus 4, right? Minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1, and this is 4 to the 8, sorry. Minus 2 minus 8 is minus 10, so my answer is D, right? This one here, let's read it. Item 30 refers to the following diagrams: OLM, in which R is the midpoint of OL, vector OR, right? This is 3A minus 2B, and vector OM is 2A plus 3B. The vector LM, L to M, right? So if this is the midpoint and it's telling you that OR, this direction is 3A to minus 2B, then this is also 3A minus 2B, okay? Then they want LM, that is your starting point is L, and we're going to M, so L to O plus O to M. Right? The most important thing is we need to find out, well, we know that OL would be 3A minus 2A plus 3A minus 2, not 2A, 2B, right? So you add group like terms, that's 3A plus 3A, minus 2B minus 2B is equals to 6A minus 4B, right? So that is OL, but is it OL we want? No, it is LO we want. Alright, let me just shift all the things here so I'll have space for the working. Don't do that. Alright, so we know that LO is equal to negative 1 multiplied by OL. Why? Because it's going in the opposite direction. So that's minus 1 by 6A minus 4B, which would be minus 6A plus 4B. Okay, so LM is equals to minus 6A plus 4B, right, plus OM, which is, so LM is equal to LO, which is minus 6A plus 4B plus OM, which is 2A plus 3B. So that's minus 6A plus 2A plus 4B plus 3B. That would be minus okay, I made a mistake, guys, because no, it's 3A. Alright, so minus 6A plus 2A is equals to minus 4A plus 7B. 4 plus 3 is 7. So you're looking for positive 7B and minus 4A, which is B. So the answer for this is B. Right, May, June 2022, section 9. Right, given that then 3A is, we're multiplying. This is a scalar matrix they're asking you. That's 3 multiplied by everything here. 1, 3 minus 3, 3, 0, 5. So you're multiplying 3 by each term. 3 by 1 is 3, 3 by 3 is 9, 3 by minus 3 is minus 9, right? 3 by 3 is 9, 3 by 0 is 0, 3 by 5 is 15. So you're looking for this answer here, which is E. Right, number 28, a 2 by 2, a determinant of a 2 by 2 identity matrix is 1. So, if it is an identity matrix, it is always 1. Okay? Item 29 refers to the following vectors: p minus q, that is 3, 7 minus 2, 5, which is 3 minus 2 and 7 minus 5. 3 minus 2 is 3 plus 2, that is 5. 5 minus 7 is 2, so it's 5, 2, which is C. This one here, item 30, refers to the following parallelogram. In the diagram, xy is equals to u, xw is equals to v, r is the midpoint of xc. Alright, so if it's a parallelogram, xy is u, so therefore wz is also u. xw is parallel to yz, so yz will also be v. Right? Now because r is the midpoint, we can say that yr would be a half of v. Right? And rz is also the same thing, a half of v. Okay, so now that we have looked at all the information that is given in this, let's see what the question is asking. They're asking for wr. So we're going from w to r. So wr would be wz plus zr. Now what is wz? Because wz is parallel to xy, we know that wz is equals to u. Alright? And then, I already said this, rz is a half v, but we don't want rz, we want the opposite direction. So the opposite direction will basically be minus 1 multiplied by a half v, which is u minus a half v. Alright? So that is A. A would be your answer for this question. Right, January 2022, paper 1. Let's look at this question. We did this question already, but let's look. P minus Q, that is 3, 7 minus 2, 5, right? So this will turn into 3 minus 2 and 7 minus 5. 3 minus 2 is 5, 5 minus 7 is 2, so that's 5 on top, 2 at the bottom, that's C. Alright, 28, item 28 refers to the following diagram of a parallelogram. Alright, again, if they say in which EF is parallel to HG, so if they're parallel, then HG will also be K, and then EH is parallel to FG, so this here is equal to M. Alright, they want EG, so now EG would be E to G, so that would be E to H and H to G. So this is EH plus HG. Right, EH we saw is M and HG is equals to K, so it's M plus K or K plus M is equal, and that answer is A. Right, let's look at this. We did this already. We saw that the answer was X is 8 and Y is 16, but let's do it. 5xy is equals to 4, 10, 20. When we multiply 5 by x is 5x, and 5y is equal to 4 by 10 is 40, and 4 2s are 8, so that's 80. Right, 5x, so x would be 40 divided by 5, so x is equals to 8, and 5y is equals to 80, so y would be 80 divided by 5, which is equals to 16. So we know it's this answer. And then they say, do we really have to multiply this out? Okay. Item 30 refers to the following matrix A and B. The product of A, B is... Okay, let's see if we can multiply this. This is a 2 rows by 3 columns, and this is 3 rows by 2 columns. So when we multiply this, we see that these are equal, hence they're conformable to multiplication. The resultant matrix would be these two. So we'll get a 2 by 2 matrix. Right, a 2 by 2 matrix has 4 elements. Right, it has 2 rows row 1 and row 2, row 1 and row 2, and we have two columns. So this is 1, 2, 1, 2. Right? This is just the easy way to multiply it. Right? If you're not accustomed, so E11 would be row 1 by column 1. So that's 1 multiplied by 3 plus 3 multiplied by 2 plus minus 3 multiplied by 0. Right? E12 is equal to row 1 by column 2. That's 1 multiplied by 0 plus 3 multiplied by 1 plus minus 3 multiplied by 5. Right? E21 is a second row by a first column. That's 3 multiplied by 3 plus 0 multiplied by 2 plus 5 multiplied by 0. And E22 is 3 multiplied by 0 plus 0 multiplied by 1 plus 5 multiplied by 5. Right? So first off, let's add these up. 1 by 3 is 3. 3 plus 6, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is equal to 9. So you're looking for your first element to be 9. So it is not A and it is not B. Right? Then 1, 2. This is 0 plus 3 plus, that is negative 15. That is negative 12. So it cannot be C. It has to be D. Right? You can multiply it out to make sure. 3 3s are 9, 9. So this would be 9. And this one would be 0 plus 0 plus 25. So the answer is D. Right? And that is how you would do this question. Let's look at May, June 2021. Paper 1. Right? Section 9, which is the vectors and matrices question, which is 27 to 30. They ask you what is the order. It is 3 rows by 4 columns. It's always row by column, okay? 3 rows by 4 columns is C. The determinant of an identity matrix is equal to 1. Always 1, right? If it is identity matrix. If it's a singular matrix, then it's 0. Right? P minus 2Q, which is 3, 2 minus 2 by minus 1, 4. Alright, so that's 3 minus 2 by minus 1 is plus 2. Minus 2 by 4 is, so that's 2 plus 4 is 8. So that's 3 plus 2 is 5. 2 and 8 is 10. So the answer is C. Alright. Now let's look at item 2. It refers to the following diagram of the OLM. Alright. So they said item 30 refers to the following diagram of triangle OLM in which R is the midpoint of OL and T is the midpoint of OM. Further, OR is A and OT is B. They want RM. We did this question already, exactly the same, but let us go ahead and do it. So once we know that this is a midpoint, then RL is also A and OT is B, so TM is also B. Why? Because R is a midpoint of OL, so that is halfway, right? So therefore OR and RL are equal, right? OT, so T is the midpoint of OM, so therefore OT is equals to TM, right? They want to know what is RM. So RM would be equals to RO plus OM, right? What is RO? We know that OR is A, so RO would be negative A. It's opposite direction. Plus OM, that would be B plus B, which is 2B, right? So therefore it is A. So you're looking for positive 2B and minus A. So that is how you would do this question, right? If your determinant is equal to this, again, this is determinant of matrix A. If it is equal to 0, it is a singular matrix, okay? The order, this is 2 rows by 3 columns, right? Okay. If vector P and Q is this, then minus b minus 2q, so it's minus 3 2 minus 2 by minus 1 4. So minus 3 minus 2 minus, and minus 2 by minus 1 is plus 2, minus 2 by 4 is minus 8. So this would be minus 1 minus 10. So the answer is D. Alright, item 30 refers to the following diagram in which the triangle OLM, in which R is a midpoint of, we just now did this question. Right, what is LM? Oh, no, this was the same triangle, but different things. So they told you that OR is A, so therefore RL is also A. OT is B, so therefore TM is also B. So there, because R is a midpoint of OL, so therefore OR would also be equals to RL. And T is a midpoint of OM, so therefore OT would be equals to TM. Right? If they are equal, if we're going in the opposite direction, sorry, let's not jump the gun, LM would be equals to LO plus OM. Right? By doing this in your diagram, you could actually see, right? So all of this was going in this direction. However, so OL is actually 2E, but LO would be negative 2E. Right? So because we were looking, so that's negative 2A plus OL, OM, which is B plus B, which is plus 2B. Right? It doesn't have that, but we did factorize, so that's 2 open bracket minus A plus B. So that would be D. And that is how you do this question. Alright, January 2020, P minus Q, that's 3 7 minus 2 5. We have been, I feel like we do this question a good few times. This is 3 minus 2 and 7 minus 5, which is 5 2. So the answer is C. Right, this question here, item 28, refers to the following diagram of a parallelogram, and EF is parallel to HG. So if this is K, then this is also K, and EH, in which E, right, and HG and EH is parallel to EF. You know, EH is M, so this side is also M. Going in, it has to be going in the same direction, huh? As the parallel side. So EG is expressed in terms of K and M, so we want EG. So EG would be equals to EH plus HG. So what is EH? M. And what is EG? K. So it's K plus M, or positive K positive M, which is E. Right, let's look at this. We did this question already. We got 8 and 16, but let's just check it out. 5 by xy and 4 by 10, 20. That's 5x and 5y is equal to 40 and 80. Right, so x would be 40 divided by 5, and y would be 80 divided by 5. 40 divided by 5 is equals to 8, and 80 divided by 5 is equals to 16. So your answer is B. Right? We did this question as well. I believe the answer was 3 was 9 was the first one, then minus 12. I think the answer was E, but let's check it out to make sure. Right, this is a 2 rows by 3 columns, and this is 3 rows by 2 columns. Again, these two are equal, so your resultant vector is 2 by 2, which is 2 rows, right, by 2 columns. Right, so this is row 1 by column 1, this is row 1 by column 2, this is row 2 by column 1, and this is row 2 by column 2. So E11 would be 1 multiply 3 row 1 by column 1. So it's 1 by 3 plus 3 by 2 plus negative 3 by 0. Alright, this would be 3 plus 6 plus 0, which is equals to 9. Alright, E12 would be 1 by 0 plus 3 by 1 plus minus 3 by 5. What am I doing? I'm looking at this one here and this column here, okay? So that is 0 plus 3 minus 15, which is equals to minus 12. Alright, then E21 would be 3 by 3 plus 0 by 2 going outside of the most piece, right? So row 1 by column 1, sorry, row 2 by column 1 is 3 by 3, 0 by 2, 5 by 0. So this is 9 plus 0 plus 0 plus 9. Alright? That's this here. So that's why I'm saying it's A, right? Element row 2 by column 2 is 3 by 0 plus 0 by 1 plus 5 by 5. That's 0 plus 0 plus 25, which is equals to 25. Right? So therefore, it is this here, E. Right, let's go to the next year. This is May, June 2019, paper 1, number 27 to 30. Two matrices A and B are conformable if the number of rows, no, it is the number of columns in A is equal to the number of rows in B. Right, remember that is what I was doing above, right? The determinant of identity matrix is always equals to 1 if its identity matrix is 1, okay? So we have P minus 2Q, which is 3, 2 minus 2 by minus 1, 4. That's 3, 2 by positive, minus 2 by minus 1 is plus 2, 2 by 4 is 8. That's 3 and 2 is, this is minus. Alright, this is 3 and 2 is 5. 2 minus 8 is minus 6. So that would be D. Right, item 30 refers to the following parallelogram. XY is equals to U and XW is equals to V. Please note if it's a parallelogram, then WZ is also equals to U, and this here, YZ is V, right? Because R is your midpoint, then YR is equals to, hold on, YR is equals to half V, and RZ is equals to half V. Okay, so if they're asking for WR, that means they're going from W to R, so that's WR is equals to WZ plus ZR. What is WZ? U plus ZR. We know RZ is a half V, so ZR would be negative a half V. So it would be U minus a half V, which is E. This question was a repeated question as well. Let's look at January 2019. It's 2 more years we have again to do. If this is a thing, if this is the determinant, hold on, before we start, we're going to be doing January 2019, paper 1, section 9, which is number 27 to 30. If your determinant, so remember this with a matrix in it is equal to your determinant of A. So if your determinant of A is equal to 0, it is an identity matrix. If it is, sorry, not identity, identities, if it is equals to 1, it's a singular matrix. Right, this here, item 28 refers to the following matrices X and Y. What is the order of the matrix? XY, XY. So this is a 2 rows by 3 columns, and this is 3 columns by 2 rows. Alright, remember this is conformable to multiplication. A result would be a 2 by 2, which is E. Alright, let's look at this question. If P is equals, so P is equals to 3, 2, and Q is equals to minus 1, 4. I want to know what is minus P minus 2Q, which is minus 3, 2, minus 2 by minus 1, 4. So it's minus 3 by minus 2, minus plus 2, and then 2 by 4 is minus 8. Alright, so this would be minus 1 minus 10, so your answer is D. Item 30 refers to the following parallelogram. In the parallelogram, R is the midpoint of XY. Okay, based on the information above, they want to know what is ZR. So ZR we're going from ZR would be to Z to Y plus Y to R. Alright? ZR is also known as WX because they're parallel. So this, instead, they didn't have no Z, so they're actually looking at the parallel side. So ZY will also be known as WX. Right? And YR is a half of minus WZ. Alright, so that would be B is your answer for this question. Alright, Y a half of remember we're going in the opposite direction of WZ, so it would be the opposite direction is minus, so that's how we have minus WZ. Alright, and that's the answer. Last year for May June 2018 paper 1 section 9 27 to 30. What is the order of the matrix Q? There's 3 rows by 1 2 3 4 columns. That's E. The determinant of P, right? Your determinant of P is equals to AD minus BC, which is 8 by 5 minus 6 by 7, that's 40 minus 42, which is minus 2B. Right, if P and Q is this, right, so P is 3, 2, and Q is minus 1, 4, then 3, 2 minus 2 by minus 1, 4, that's 3, 2 by plus 2 minus 4, is 5, 2 minus 4 is minus 2, hold on, no, 2 by 4 is 8, so it's minus 8, so 2, that's minus 6, it's 5 minus 6 is the answer with E. Alright, and last question, item 30 refers to the following parallelogram, right? Okay, this is similar to what we just now did, so let us take our time and do it. Alright, based on the information, they want to know what is ZR. Now, please note, let's just write down, right? ZY is equals to WX because they have to be going in the same direction. Okay. Also, WZ is equals to XY, right? So just some information, right? So ZR is equals to ZY plus a half of X YX. What am I saying? Sorry. Well, that is correct. It is plus YR. So ZR would be ZY is WX any one of them that has wx would be correct, so it is not, wait, all of them have wx, or plus wx I should say, so that would not be D and it would not be B. So we cancel out them, it's either A or C. Alright, and then remember WZ is equals to XY, but we're going to opposite direction, so therefore it would be minus YR would be a half of YX, and remember YX is going in the opposite, so it will be plus minus WZ. So that is how we get ZR is equals to WX minus a half WZ. So the answer is A. Right? Yeah, not this one. And that is how you would do this question. And that is the end of the multiple choice questions for vectors and matrices, which is number 27 to number 30.